Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying Working When It's Love by Van Halen. I'm going to give you some of the inside scoop on how this is played. I'm going to start with I covered the first part pretty well in the non-paid video, but this particular one we're going to start with the G sus4 chord, and that's this part of the song where we're going to go. We just kind of let that sustain. It's really a keyboard line that we're playing there, and that's going to be the 8th fret on the 2nd string, the 7th fret on the 3rd string, and the 10th fret on the 4th string. So it's a little bit of a stretch there. And you just play through it, let all the notes ring. And then we're going to go to a bend. We're going to actually do a full bend, 7th fret on the 3rd string. That's a D note. We're going to bend it to an E. The first time we do it, we're just doing the bend. Then we're going to do what's called tapped harmonics. And I'm going to have a companion video to this video that talks about what are harmonics and what are tapped harmonics in a little bit more detail. But basically what we're doing here is I'm going to be tapping with my right hand higher up on the neck. We're going to start off here at the, in other words, we're on 3 marker dots up here, the 7th fret. So if you go past the 12th fret, 3 marker dots to the 19th fret, we can tap right on top of the fret wire, not behind where we would normally tap a note, but on the fret wire, and you'll get this sound. And then we're going to do it again at the 14th fret, and then the 12th fret. So it sounds like this. It gives you all those really high chimey notes. So again, look at the companion video. We'll talk about what are harmonics, how do they work, what are we doing, but really we just need to remember we're going to tap on top of the fret wire. We have to have a lot of gain on the guitar. I have a lot of gain on this. You see it's very, very gainy, so pick that up. Bridge pickup, of course, not neck pickup. And when I tap these, I'm hitting them pretty hard. I'm really smacking the guitar. I mean, without the volume, I'm really smacking on top of those frets. So we'll cover that in another video, a little bit more detail. All right, so again, that was G sus4. And those will just ring out for you, sound great. What we do after this, we do a quick volume kill. So basically, you're going to roll it all the way down to 0. You're going to then strike the 10th fret on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th string. That is an F chord. And if you look at the tab, you're going to see a little open V shape above it. Kind of looks like a Pac-Man mouth. What that is that's a volume swell. So I'm going to hit that chord, and then, now obviously here in the video, you can hear me hit those, but if I was on stage playing with the band, you would not hear that. So I hit it and then roll it up. It just kind of crescendos that volume up on that F chord before we start the main rhythm section behind the verse. So again, the F. Then we're going to go to the D chord for the D. And the A minor. The way I'm playing that, I'm playing a D5, which is going to be the 5th fret of the 5th string, 7th fret of the middle 2 strings. I'm going to strike that chord once. And then I have X's there for mutes, just keeping the beat. And then we're going to do a slide from the 5 to the 7 on the 5th string. And then playing the C. This is actually part of the C chord, the 5-5 on the middle 2 strings. Then open 5th string, and then 7. So that went. And we have a slight rest there, and then we're going to do a slide from the 5 to the 7 on the 4th string, and 2 strikes on an A minor. Our A minor chord will be the 5th fret on the 2nd and 3rd string, 7th fret on the 4th string, which is going to go. So this whole part slow is. A little bit interesting to play. Notice that I'm really sliding a lot with my ring finger. Puts me back in position, 5th position, to play the 5s for the C or the 7s for the D. So that's the way that first part works. When we play through it the second time, we're going to be playing the D5 again, muted sound, 5 and 7, 5 and open, 7, and then we're going to drop back. This is actually a B flat chord, but we're only going to really be playing the single note B flat on the 5th string. Now you could also do that with the whole chord. So it'll sound like this. And then C5 to get out of that. I'm doing a little palm muting on that note. It means right hand, heel of my right hand, touching the string, so it sounds like this instead of this. All right, so that whole piece together slow. rehearse that a little bit to get that down and make it fluid. A really, really cool part. Okay, now, he does play through it a second time. The second time he plays through it, he ends it a little bit differently. So let me run through that. Let's just take it from where we did the A minor. 2 strikes on A minor. Then we go back to D. Sustain it. So you just sustain the D. You don't go back to the B flat. All right, so running through this, we're going to go. And then you repeat the whole thing again. The second time we get out of it, we have to get ready to go to the chorus. So the way that we go to the chorus is we're going to play the D. It's kind of abrupt. We shift right out of it. So I'm going to play up to that part. It's going to be the second ending. If you look on your tablature sheet, you're going to see on the 3rd bar down, or actually 4th bar down in this, you're going to actually see 1, and then you're going to see 2. The 2 would be the second ending. We wouldn't play 1 the second time through. We'd jump to the second ending 2, and that's what I just played there. So to get to that, let's start with the D, say the end of measure 3. It's going to be like this. And there we're just doing C, and then we're going to do 3, 5 on the 6th string. Hit C again, and that takes us to our chorus. So again, that plays like this. All right, next up is going to be the chorus. All right, guys, now we're going to do the chorus for When It's Love. It's fairly easy. It's going to have a D chord, basic D chord down here, 2nd fret of both the 1st and 3rd strings, 3rd fret of the 2nd string, open 4th string, just an open D chord. And then we're going to go to an A chord, which will be the 2nd fret of the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th strings, as well as the open 5th string. We're going to do B minor, a little bit tricky there. 3rd fret of the 3rd string, 4th fret of the middle 2 strings, 2nd fret of the 5th string. And then we're finally going to end up with a D, which is going to be the 7th fret on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th strings, and then A on the 5th, 6th, and 7th fret of the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th strings. So it sounds like this. Right back into the verse again. Now at the very end of that, I had D twice, and then I went. All I did was arpeggiate or play through the notes of my A chord at the 5th fret. So instead of just hitting, I went. But you can do that if you want. On some of the takes that Van Halen played with this that I looked at, he did do that. Other times he just played the chord. So it's up to you. You can vary a little bit what you're playing here. Hope you're really enjoying this. I would encourage you to watch several different videos of Van Halen playing it live. Most of them are standard tuned. As they went on in the career, you can see sometimes they were playing a half step down. So if you guys that have a half step down guitar, look for those. Again, reference the tab sheets that we have here at guitaranimal.com for everything you're learning. It really helps you. Don't forget we have slowdown features and looping functions. You guys should be using those. And comments, let us know what you think. Give us some feedback. I'm Trent. I'll see you next time.